It was supposed to be simple. Woke up and asked if she'd go to the dance with him. This little task seemed so easy, compared to the training, fighting, and wells he's taken down. But of course, nothing simple or easy ever happens to Bakugou Katsuki. He had tried to ask why and not once, but 3 separate times to the dance. And all 3 times, something had interrupted him before he could even begin to phrase the question to her. Attempt 1. It was at least an hour before he needed to leave for class, the main lounge in his dorm facility being pretty much empty. As he wandered downstairs, he noticed her at the waffle iron, waiting for her choice breakfast to finish cooking. "Morning, Bakugou," she greeted, her usual angelic voice sounding a bit tired. Most likely because she had just woken up. Yeah. Good morning," he grumbled, walking past her and slamming open the fridge to make himself something to eat as well. "Always bright and cheerful, I see," she teased, taking her waffle and putting it on a plate. He glared at her and watched as she took a seat in one of the dining tables, alone, in the empty lounge, aside from herself and him. Now or never, right? Sure, it wasn't the most romantic, but at least no one would see him get embarrassed or worse, rejected. "Hey, dumbass," he called out, walking towards her with a bowl of cereal, and harshly sitting down across from her. "Yeah?" She eyed him, curious as to what he wanted to ask her. He was usually grumpy, but the way he averted his eyes made her feel as if he was about to ask something important. "So, the dance. I don't know what it is, but it smells great." Kaminari suddenly entered the room, eyeing YN's waffle. She chuckled and rubbed his big head worse, forgetting about Bakugou in the process. "Want me to make you one?" she asked, watching as Kaminari's face lit up in delight, and he nodded. "Yes, please." He winked at her, causing the girl to chuckle and rise from her seat to make some more batter. Kaminari returned the laugh, only to glance over and see Bakugou angrily eating his cereal. His ruby eyes looking to try to ignite the blonde on fire. "What?" Kaminari asked, and Bakugou scoffed, turning his gaze away and raising his lip in dissatisfaction. "Nothing. Piss off." Attempt 2. This morning had not worked out, but the day was still young. It was nearly lunchtime, as Bakugou was glancing out the window. Whatever the lesson was being taught was in the back of his mind while he tried to think of another plan. He knew he had to act fast. Some of the other extras seemed to wanting to ask her out as well, but like hell he would allow my aunt to go to the dance with anyone that wasn't him. He had long accepted his crush on her, and was now more in the mindset to see if she actually returned his feelings. He hated to admit it, but like a damn lovesick teenager, she had been feeling his thoughts a lot lately, as she was right now. The ringing of the bell made Bakugou return to reality, and watched as his classmates began to leave. He lingered in the back, knowing she was usually one of the last few people to leave the classroom. If he waited long enough, then once again, it would be just the 2 of them, and he could attempt to ask her out again. She fiddled with her bag, making sure all her stuff was safely inside before grabbing her lunch and walking towards the door. YN paused when she felt a hand on her shoulder and turned around to face the only other person who was still in the room. "Hey!" She smiled, a faint blush rising to her cheeks when she saw it was Bakugou who was holding her back. "Sorry about this morning. Kaminari came in so suddenly. I forgot about what you were trying to tell me." "Yeah," Bakugou growled, his memory of earlier replaying making him scowl at the blonde-haired idiot again. "Anyway, about what I was going to fucking tell you." "Yes?" she asked, her eyes making him pause from how they pulled him in. Well, dumbass, I was wondering if you, when the bell rings, it means everyone has to leave." Ida shoved the classroom door open, his presidential sidekick now. Fuck off, machine legs. Bakugou suddenly yelled out. Let's just leave Kachan alone, Izuku mumbled, knowing full well not to get her childhood friend's irritation level up any higher. Deku! Bakugou lurched forward. You get your shit friends out of here! He's really going at us, isn't he, Dickon? Before Bakugou wiped the floor with these intruders, though, YN walked past him and bowed to Ida and company. Sorry, we were making light conversation, I forgot. I apologize for the both of us. And with that, she walked away, and Bakugou had lost his chance yet again. Attempt 3! With 2 tries down the tube, it was time to throw curtsy out the window, and just come out and say it to her. Luckily for Bakugou, being great and blunt were some of his most well-polished traits. Currently, the two of you are playing villains during the training simulation. The opposing team was nowhere to be seen or heard of, so right now seemed like a good time. Sure, not the most appropriate, but better than the last 2 attempts. YN was kneeling down, peeking around one corner and trying to see if anyone was around. Bakugou watched her keeping guard, and started to make his move. Hey, about earlier. Earlier? Shitface. I mean what I tried to tell you this morning, and before lunch. Right now isn't a good time to bring this up, Bakugou. She scolded him, and ran forward. Bakugou following her. She wanted to take down her classmates fast to be done with this exercise, but with Bakugou trying to distract her, she was feeling like this would take longer. Well, too fucking bad. I'm gonna get fucking interrupted if I try to tell you in a regular fashion. Bakugou, we need to worry about the heroes right now. This can wait. He opened his mouth to speak again when he suddenly felt himself get nailed in the back, and his feet feeling cold. Then something grabbing around his arms to subdue him from attacking back or escaping. Well, shit. Team Bakugou and YN are unable to move. Team Todoroki and Yaoruzu win. The announcement wasn't even the worst part of it all, as YN's glaring face towards him really made him feel like an idiot. Not to mention that now he was on a major losing streak. Present. He sulked in his room, the day having not gone right for him a single time. And to make matters worse, after his irresponsible son during training, YN had been giving him the cold shoulder. A soft knock on his door alerted him that someone was waiting outside in the hallway for him. Begrudgingly, he rose from his bed and walked to the door and slammed it on with such force that it knocked against the wall with a thud, the sound echoing down the hallway. He felt his cheeks rise in embarrassment when he saw YN give him a concerned look, and he clicked his tongue to hide it. You okay there? Wanted to try and slam the door a bit harder. I don't think everyone on the campus heard it. Shut the hell up. What do you want, shitface? Well, you've tried to tell me something 3 times today. I'm gonna interrupt you each time. So I thought since classes are over, I'd come and find you. And since you're in your room, it means the chances of you getting interrupted are pretty low. He rolled his eyes. He was really thankful that you came to find him. He was going to ask you this time. The dance was next week, and he was going to ask you to go with him to satisfy his damned lovey-dovey emotions. Grabbing your hand and pulling you inside his room, he locked his door, and then turned to face you. You looked at him, eyes waiting patiently, and he smirked. The dance is next week. Wanna go with me and have a terrible time together? YN remained silent for a moment, and Bakugou glared at her. She was getting back at him for earlier, wasn't she? Raising his damn anxiety to tease him. Sure, sounds fun. You better take me out to dinner first and give me a bouquet. He groaned. Damn it. There's gonna be a lot of work, isn't it? Oh yes, so you better look nice and be on your best behavior. I'd act however I fucking want. Yeah, sure. YN walked back towards his door, unlocking it and stepping out. So when are you gonna pick me up? Around 6. Roses down decent enough for your spoiled ass? I'm not picky. My dish is red, by the way. so wear a tarot color. Unless you want to look like a buffoon. Fuck off, she went before leaving, and Bakugou smirked. It was going to be a fun night with her. And, most importantly, he finally had her as his date. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.